Hello everyone, sorry for being a bit late. I was having trouble getting back into the swing of things. Done something to one of my feet. It kind of hurts. I'm not sure what I did. There you go. And then I also need to do that. Oh, God. Wait, did I do that wrong? I did. I can't even read. I'm just quickly taking care of something I forgot to do over the weekend. My YouTube's such a mess right now. I'm gonna have to go fix that. I'm not even sure how I'm gonna start fixing it, but I need to go fix that. Hello, dying woman. Hello, lost. I'm not dying. Hi, I think she's actually dead. Never mind, this is a pre-recorded stream. It's not pre-recorded. Continue. So, I didn't play this yesterday, so I'm playing it today. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Save point. Last save, not the last autosave. Hi to everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Really do miss her, you know. I can't believe I missed her at all, actually live stream. I can't believe I missed her at last actual live stream. Well, yes, yes. Now there's only dead streams. Well, thanks for holding my funeral, Lost. I really appreciated it. I saw it in the Discord. It's really nice of you to hold a funeral for me every time I don't stream. I really appreciate it. Just gonna lurk today, suddenly. That's fine, Nameless. Enjoy. That's how I feel every time, you know, stream grief when you don't stream, you know. Aww. Okay.
You see a man accompanied by a shadow monster.
Desire,
Just as
huh?
you're about to speak to him, though, the shadow swallows the man. You start to wonder if all the shadows here were humans engulfed in desire. While you are lost in thought, the desire rushes at you.
So who would this guy be? Like, what else am I supposed to do with the hours of 1, 2, 3? I wonder. He just got eaten, so, you know, I guess we'll never know who he was.
Hope you win.
Because we've already had gluttony. There we go. How you doing? I'm doing okay. I got to sleep a lot yesterday, so that really helped. It made a huge difference being able to just sleep and sleep and sleep. I got up finally around like 2 in the afternoon. It was horrible. I should have been awake long before then, but my mom let me sleep and I'm so grateful. I was hoping that I would be allowed to just sleep, but it really helped. I was so exhausted. Yeah, good that you actually sleep. Thank you. Could be a bit problematic, but let's do this. For me, I woke up early, did some work, and yesterday night I played a PS2 horror game. It was fun. Ooh, fancy. I hope your work, you know, gives good results as well.
After slaying the desire, you hear a noise from the south. It sounds like a new path has opened. Oh yay, fire damage down. Or up? I don't know. It is interesting how much higher the Magnificent.
levels of the monsters are getting. Kind of ominous. Good, good, good. Ah, my eyes today just don't want to focus. I see. You have to go up to go down, to go left to go right.
And fight.
Is that so? I think that might be the case in this game. What a pain. But Let's see. Can you kill them all? Please do. Thank you.
Fight him off.
Hmm. Also hate so much. Why? You've got an AC, right? I'd say the humidity's worse. Huh? Weird. I can always barely see. That's so. That still seems more like a like humidity problem. I like Pasino. Terrible functional eyes and days to be functional eyes at night. During the day you have terrible eyesight, and during the night you barely have functioning eyes. Ugh. Is the land of woe depths? Yeah, sure. But I was told the door opened and I couldn't find the door, so.
And fight. Let's see. Magnificent.
I wanted to do better. Let's go there. I went to see my grandpa this weekend. It was really nice to see him. It always is. He's great. we even ate out, which is a very rare occurrence for my family. That was nice. It was really nice to see him. Oh, I was still pretty knocked out. I wasn't feeling great.
Fortune favors the bold.
Oh my eye. It's like there's something in my right eye, and it really, really is bugging me. But I can't get it. I might have to go check that later. But if I mess with it, I bet I'm gonna make it worse, so I need to leave that alone. But it's bugging me. Let's actually start with a heal. Don't worry, there's something in my left eye. Probably hurts a teeny bit when I blink. At least we're not alone. Anyways, there's a new Gundam episode I need to watch it real quick. Got it. You know, as long as you're dealing with the important stuff. Could have used the buff, but you know what? That wasn't actually a bad play. Some unrandom things to you. Well, thank you. Don't worry, I'll have you on in the background. Thank you for sharing your time between me and Gundam. You know, I know Gundams are better than me, so I really appreciate you having this pity on me. Yeah. It's gonna be a maze, isn't it? As much as I love mazes, ugh.
Show 'em what you got.
Wrong item.
Fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold.
Good. Good. And this should work. Starlight Veil. Yeah, you're so cute. Not as cute as Gun Tank, but you know, you're still cute. Yeah, I'll take that. You know, that's a high compliment. I'll take it. Thank you very much.
2 fight as 1.
quite literally a maze. I mean, I'm great at mazes, so that works, but... It makes me want to know all the secrets. There we go. As long as that's it. That's a little unpleasant, but very dealable. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing but a minor setback. I'm checking for secret walls. I doubt it, but you know, it's worth a shot. But it seems like that's not the case.
A black shadow bars your path. As it turns its yellow eyes on you, your party readies their weapons.
My heroes are winning. Yay! Good for you, Lost. A cheer. Woo! Wait, that probably means the bad guys are winning. Well, you know, it's not my show. Woo! Good for you!
And fight.
I wonder what language they're singing in. She's singing in. Really like the
Magnificent.
sound. Speaking funny made-up language is how they usually do it. Actually, no. Usually they have, like, some language to it.
You find a faint humanoid stain where the shadow once was.
Wait, am I one of her demons? Yeah, but in the near studio, it's usually a made-up language be formed out of different languages, but usually is interesting. That's a lot of time and effort that goes into that. Still pretty though. An enemy appears. start here. It's a good start because that'll at least take things down. You can't be cool until you've made up a fake language. Oh, I've done something like that when I was little. I made up a fake alphabet. What I just found.
Show 'em what you got.
Okay. Actually, no, let's do that. Okay. Could have gone for wind, I guess. Luckily, this is a really bad move. And go. I guess you were cool, I forgot to say. I mean, a little bit cool. It wasn't a full language, but it was an alphabet. Now, it was a very badly done made-up alphabet, but it was a made-up alphabet. This is center. Ah, Five more adorable points. Thanks. Okay. I have a feeling the center is gonna be like the key or something, so we're gonna avoid that for the minute.
Show 'em what you got.
Okay. yeah. I mean, doesn't everybody go through the phase where they just start trying to convert the alphabet into numbers and code things like that? It's fun. They're like the most basic codes, but they're really fun. No, I was a big dummy. Wait, that's actually... You know, I talk about it like it's normal, and then I'm shocked when people don't do it, even though I know in my head, no, some of my friends weren't doing that. Actually, I'm pretty sure most of my friends weren't doing that. But, you know, it's so fun! You know, you count out how many letters are in the alphabet, and then you convert them into their respective number, and then you have friends. Well, I had friends when I was little, and went to, like, school and events and stuff. I haven't done that in, like, a decade. I was max 8 when I was making up languages and stuff. Imagine my friends I see. No! I was, like, probably 6 or 7 when I was doing this. I still have friends at that point.
A black shadow bars your path. As it turns its yellow eyes on you, your party readies their weapons. Don't hold back.
I couldn't flick freeze. Freeze would work too, I guess. Well, there was one girl I knew in high school who was really into cryptology. It's cool! I don't think I have the best head for it, but I understand the basic. It's fun. That's not great. Let's actually charge up instead. Then we hit 4. Can't afford it. But we can't afford this. Maybe. No, we can't. We can't. Worried for a second that I'd done something. But no.
Teamwork makes the dream work. You find a faint humanoid stain where the shadow once was.
I'm getting the idea. I'm starting to get the picture, guys. There are humanoid stains where I've killed things. I'm not killing monsters anymore. Was I ever to begin with? Was it? Or were the monsters just figments of my imagination? Hallucinations, if they were if you will. Anyways, young me was into philosophy. I guess that's a neat one. Thrown into the land of woe, throne room. No, let me just one last double check. No way into there. Very odd. It's into the throne room. What business do you have in the throne room? Know your place.
You can hear the desires ridiculing you.
You're in the presence of the queen, you fools.
You ignore their scorn and continue forward.
Anything you learn that's particularly interesting in your philosophy learnings? Since young you was into philosophy, you know, maybe you have some interesting insights.
Within the throne room, the Queen of Woe awaits.
I learned that I was an extreme narcissist, and I got over it. Fair, you know, at least you got over it. At least you learned.
The Queen reveals herself to be none other than Laddie. She is the undisputed ruler of this domain. Indeed, this world.
I never thought there would be any greedier than I in this land, Queen. I never thought there would be any greedier than I in this land.
Her voice is husky, almost as if it had been... Her voice is husky, almost as if it had been swallowed by the stormy seas and echoes within your heads.
Anyways, these things by my animes, he got disintegrated. You know, disintegration's a nice ending for a spy, I should think, considering, you know, he could have been fed to the monsters, right? Or sent out into space without a spacesuit. Depends on the anime, I guess, you know. Not that I've seen either of those. Well, I have seen the fed to monsters thing happen. Not sure about the send out into space without the spaceship, but, you know, spacesuit, rather. But, you know, that would also, you know, I guess that's more of a cartoony kind of punishment. Anyway.
She tells you that in the land of woe, greed is both grand and glamorous. For stealing the desires of my people, I sentence you covetous intruders to death, she decrees. The impact sends you flying. By the time you look up, you realize that the entire area is covered by a heart scar. This looks bad, Blight remarks in a trembling voice as he gets to his feet.
Heal the heart scar that has appeared near the queen. My hope.
A shadow, larger than any you've seen before, emerges from the heart scar, summoned by the queen's screams. The shadow roars, its voice powerful enough to shake the castle itself before lunging at you.
My hero has faked his death again. He's alive. Well, good for you. I'm getting a very interesting anime description from my mod here as he watches that while he watches me. I don't care. I don't think anyone's learning anything spoilery from that.
Come on, you got this.
Mm-hmm. Let's start with a group heal.
Magnificent.
I want the defense up.
Magnificent.
Do this.
Two fight as one.
I'm gonna use this on you. There we go.
Fortune favors the bold.
Defense from darkness isn't great, but it's actually not as bad as it could be. Do this. The one which is horrible that. There we go. Here be okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, come on. Maybe one attack point helps.
Fortune favors the bold. Magnificent.
Five times 4, that's good. Fine. Okay. Not great. Three, 8. Fence up. Should have saved it. I can usually get about 20 here, but okay, that's good. Okay, I kind of want that I leveled up.
Unable to maintain its shape, the gigantic shadow begins to sway. This is it, you shout, and raise your sword in sync with Laddie's magic. But the queen appears and blocks your attack before it lands. This shadow is a manifestation of Laddie's greatest doubts. The queen worries over what will happen to Laddie's heart if that shadow should disappear. The queen decides to ask you a few questions to dispel the doubts at the heart of the domain's crisis.
Answer me this. Gotta love Q&A. What medicine does Laddie hate most? I don't know. If I logic it out, welcome back. I've got a Q&A and I've got to answer the questions and I don't know the answers. Medicine does Laddie hate most? I feel like at the beginning of the game, it had something about that south.
Wrong, the queen says with a laugh.
I mean,
How pitiful that you don't even know Laddie's likes and dislikes, she scoffs, before moving on to the next question.
I honestly, answer me this. What monster does Laddie fear most? Trembling in fear. It wasn't this one. It wasn't this one. I don't think it was this one. I think it's this.
No, no, the queen exclaims with a laugh. How cold-hearted you are not to know what she fears, she chides before moving on to the next question.
It's been a month of me playing this game. Usually I'm good at this kind of thing. Who does Laddie hate most? Okay, this one. Isn't it herself? The dementia. I don't think we were given these questions before. Or none of these are the right answer. I almost feel like...
You have no idea, do you? The queen scoffs.
I think it's either me or her, which weren't options.
The queen's desire to eliminate you is readily apparent. You don't know if there was a correct answer among the ones she gave you.
I think there was.
But she has proven her point. Perhaps you don't know Laddie as well as you should by now.
I don't know. She doesn't exactly express likes and dislikes very well. Probably don't even know my birthday. It's in April.
I cannot leave Laddie's heart in your hands, she roars. That raging voice transforms into a tidal wave that rushes toward you.
Does Laddie know what she likes and dislikes?
Swallowed by the wave, the phantom onyx maiden and her attendant vanish. You're pulled under the tow only seconds later.
I mean, if Laddie or me were options, I would have picked one of those. Pull yourself together. Black. Oh, hi, Lack. Doesn't even know the specific day. Nope. Beanie and Blight have left the party. Yep.
When you come to, you find yourself in a familiar spire.
I don't think there were correct answers there.
It seems you were expelled from the heart's domain by the queen.
I'll give you its head. I'll give you a hint. It's tax day. Why?
You see Laddie snuggled up to Lack near the altar. You decide to go check on them.
Lack was removed from the party. Speak with Lack on the second floor of the Spirit Star.
Lack lies there limply, like a stuffed animal without its filling. The self-proclaimed spirit risked its life to save you. If you had been swallowed by the wave, your consciousness may never have returned.
Lost, I'm not guessing your birthday. So when you do your taxes, remember me. Are you gonna die or something, Lost? But okay. Don't be so reckless, well, I'd be dead then, so thanks.
You give Lack your heartfelt thanks for saving you.
No, I just like being remembered. Fair enough.
Lack trembles as it tries to speak. Laddie gazes upon the injured Lack with concern.
I'm a very attention-hungry person. Yes, we know. We know, Lost. We've noticed, I'm sure.
It's coming, Lack proclaims in a faint voice, and everything falls quiet. An odd energy fills the spire. You place Lack upon the altar and head outside to find the source.
I found this beautiful ship called the Titanic too. Bet that ended well. Maybe the spirits started to look for signs of anything strange. I'm probably gonna get yelled at again.
The sea falls eerily still, almost as if afraid of something. You realize that the strange energy you felt earlier is not only in the spire, but blankets the entire isle. Feeling a tap on your shoulder, you turn to see Laddie as pale as a sheet. She points, and when you turn to see what she's staring at, you find your field of vision filled by a monster so big that it pierces the clouds. It's raging toward you, tearing through the sea as it does. You can't believe your eyes, but you know you can't stand still. We have to evacuate everyone, you say, then make for the village.
Inform Omega Village of the appearance of the giant monster. But I don't wanna. Ability has been disabled. That's unfortunate. How's everybody? Yeah, we're alive. I'd rather run straight for the monster. Oh, I should have saved.
So the beast to end it all has finally reared its head, the old man remarks, calm despite the impending danger.
I need to save.
Aside from the odd crying child, nothing seems amiss in the village. Nobody seems the slightest bit bothered by the monster. Omega Village, which has been without a maiden for years, seems overly accepting of its fate.
Well, the first one hit an iceberg on April 15th. Well, that's nice.
You decide to speak with the mayor to learn how you might evacuate the people. You only hope he can be swayed.
Head to the home of Grief, mayor of Omega Village. Can I take a nap? Back to your home. Take a rest. Keep it everyone inside and tell them to rest their weary bones. Nice. 3 heals. Like, that's all good. What game are you going to play tomorrow? Dunno. I'll decide tomorrow.
It's been ages since you've seen the mayor, and yet he averts his eyes the moment you enter. Just like the other villagers, he seems to have accepted his fate. But why?
You have so much to ask him. What do you say? Why are you just waiting for the end? What is that monster? Can't we evacuate the villagers? Well, I don't really care about the other stuff, so what is that
You
monster?
ask the mayor about the giant monster. He says it is called the Isle Eater. According to the Maiden's myth, the calamitous beast has appeared since times of old to devour islands.
But not people! Ah. Fine.
You ask him if there is a way to evacuate the village, but he tells you there is no way off the island.
Well, I have one.
You ask him why everyone is stubbornly just waiting for everything to come to an end.
How rude of them.
Because that is this village's fate, Greeth answers simply.
Kind of rude. Thank you for
You
having
have
me, by the way.
learned nothing for all your effort. Perhaps feeling the same, Laddie rushes to the village entrance. You ignore Greeth, who tries to stop you both, and chase after Laddie.
So time to kill a monster.
It seems unlikely that the villagers will flee the island, which leaves you with no choice but to slay the monster yourselves.
I'm not looking forward to this fight. Head to the sea from the Omega Island pier and confront the monster. Anything good here? I doubt there's anything here I'm actually gonna want, but you know... Maybe there is. Might have been better to buy this one, actually. One owned. Okay, I do own that. I think that extra attack power is going to do a lot here. Let's go save the day. Event. Oh gosh. Good spot here. Sure. Three. Oh, it's wholesale. Bye-bye.
You and Laddie board the Bon Bon and point the prow toward the Isle Eater. The calamitous beast towers before you. Its sheer size makes you realize that there was truth to the myth. To save the village, you have no choice but to fight it here and now. You know it's reckless, but still grip your sword tightly.
Here we go. We've come to help. It's them!
A light flashes in the sky, and two figures appear. The Crimson Maiden Lavia and her attendant Gladio from Heroes Dominion. They claim to have seen the monster during a trade expedition and rushed over. You were joined unexpectedly by the Crimson Maiden and her attendant. With them, you may be able to save the island from disaster. You make for the monster's head and raise your sword up to the sky.
Rah! It can't go wrong, right, guys? You're going to be very indecisive. Maybe.
All right, now to rid the world of this calamity.
It's never that easy, Mr. Voice. Never that easy.
Magnificent.
You're basically at the end, right? I think so. I have to check, but I think so. I'm gonna up defense and then I'm gonna use the one that draws attacks. I never do that kind of strategy, but it seems like maybe a good idea here. Health is in danger. Mine, but I can put that off. Actually, let's not put it off. Okay. Dice roll got it. having him there is protecting everybody else, so... We can just keep him alive. Great. Okay. One, that's not great. Increasing his attack. You're all slash elements except KO. Gotta do this. Save everybody. Anybody. Really would much rather do this. Let's do this. 6 and 5 is really high, so that's 11. And I believe it multiplies the basic attack by 11, so that's what that's gonna mean. Okay, that's fine. Now we gotta do this. Honestly, for a calamity that destroys islands, I gotta say Heart Scar things are far tougher. I just gotta be careful.
Fortune favors the bold.
Fire resist is bad. We can do at least this much. Well, that's 24, 36 damage. 36 damage is really good. Honestly, I'm gonna switch for this. As great as that is, I want more defense. This does more damage. Healing by 80 is really bad for me. But we can do this. This is a 5-year-long battle. Is it? Is it gonna be? 12 damage there. Nine damage there. Ten damage there. So 31 damage over the course of all of them. Okay. Do this again because it does so much damage. Not just because it gives me defense up, which is obviously saving my peoples. It's also because it does give the very convenient attack bonus. That's just lovely. I love how much attack damage it does. 9 plus 4 is 13. So 13 damage is pretty good. Shadow Wave. Much as I would truly love. Oh, because you can't heal right now. Oh no. I just killed 2 of my...
Ouch.
Yeah. I forgot what curse does. My fault.
Magnificent.
Might be good if I do that. How could you feed him poison? Oh, shush. Yeah, this isn't gonna end well. I can at least do this much. Hopefully I can heal the other guy on his turn. Not much, but he has high defense right now. Please save him. We're good. Or not. Or barely. Oh. I don't know how I'm managing this, but it's going actually okay. 5, 5,
Excellent.
6.
No matter how fiercely you assail the beast, it doesn't stop it from advancing toward the island. Your allies are fighting their hardest, and yet it's still not enough.
Cannonball.
A gigantic cannonball sails through the air, crushing the monster's tentacles with a muffled crunch. You see that a single ship has fired the cannonball, and upon it, Greeth is at the helm, instructing the Omega Islanders to fire shot after shot at the beast.
Couldn't you use this to evacuate? You won't have our home. We'll slay the monster. This isn't over yet. We can do this together. This would feel so much better if I didn't know your history.
For Laddie, the villagers shout in unison. You feel your heart warm at those words.
Yeah, he still abandoned the kid and made her lose her voice and stuff. How could he be?
You had thought the villagers hated Laddie and wanted her gone. So why would they help you?
Thank you! Well,
Regardless of the reason, you can't deny how heartened you feel. You and Laddie look at each other and nod. You grip your sword with renewed strength, determined to cut through the threat, binding the Isle to its dreaded fate.
yeah, what I could really use right now is help. I'm about to die. I really don't see another way out of this, but you know, we're gonna try. For what it is to save everybody. Sorry, think your sacrifice is not gonna be in vain. Hopefully. Well, that's just how it is. Right now you're sacrificing people. That's not the power of friendship. I thought that's not what they mean when they talk about the power of friendship isn't human sacrifice. What is this? I've never heard of this such a thing. This can't be. Oh, great. And it was more than 4, I'm guessing. I don't have a lot of hope, but hopefully we can endure one more attack. We're so close. I'm so sorry, Laddie. This is all I've got left. This is the final straw. Oh, that's just barely enough. I barely did it. Oh, Shadowfire. You must sacrifice them at all at once with the real power Friendship. Oh, so I was doing it wrong. Thanks, Lost. Yay! Level up.
Together, you manage to slay the calamitous beast and watch as it sinks back into the sea. Once you've celebrated your victory, you and your allies turn your ships in their respective directions and sail off.
Livia, I'm glad you have left the party. Speak to create an Omega Village. Fill the certain requirements in the Locked Island Eater's enemy story. I don't want to speak to you just now. I want to sleep. Just save. And then let's go back to the collection. Does I have a bad... Yeah. It's not over yet, guys. We're gonna have to go back.
Grieth stands among the blooming flowers in the center of the village. Grieth hands his daughter a book. It's the same one that you found in his house. The diary of Laddie's mother.
It made me sound like an even more like a common thief or something. I at least have dog's permission to be there, you know? I mean, I get she hadn't lived there in years, but at least I kind of had permission to be there.
Laddie opens it with an uneasy expression. Her eyes fill with tears as they pass over the words. Within its pages are words of love. A deep and heartfelt love that the previous maiden held for her daughter. It also contains words of anguish at having to burden her own child with the island's fate. Grieth tells you that he refused to let Laddie sacrifice herself in the same way. Your eyes widen in realization. So does that mean...
I mean, these are the same question. It really doesn't matter. It's just phrasing. It's literally just... The reason everyone was waiting for the end is they'd already given up. Given up is the wrong word, though. Is it... They didn't want to sacrifice more little kids, you know? The reason everyone's going Laddie is to get her away from it.
They knew that if Laddie were freed from being a maiden, the island would be destroyed. But all the islanders wished to spare Laddie, even if it meant losing their homes and their lives.
So there was surely a better solution. What do you want to ask him?
Grieth tells you that a maiden's power comes from her heart. So everyone treated her cruelly in hopes of disheartening her.
Yeah, ruining her life permanently, whether she lives or not. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm so sorry you had to endure that, he says, deeply apologetic.
Interesting.
It was all a lie. One that the village made Laddie believe for her own good.
But was it really for her own good? Was it really? The girl has ended up seriously messed up because of this. She can't even speak anymore. Literally lost her voice. Has some serious, like, injuries and trauma and stuff from all this. I mean, is this really for her own good? Like, I get that it kept her alive, but, like, you don't think you could have used words to explain your choices?
Laddie, now knowing the depth of love that her parents and fellow islanders had for her, jumps into her father's arms and cries.
Yeah, I don't think... This only works in fiction. This is not how this would have worked out if, it wasn't fiction. Words are bad. Are they? I think the truth would have been of great help to, not leading to world-destroying heart scars that, clearly don't just affect this island, but affect all of the islands. It was so painful, it hurt so much. But I love everyone. Aw, sweet.
For the first time you hear it. The voice that Laddie buried deep within her heart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't just talk after not talking for ages, but, good for narrative, I guess. I don't know.
A soft breeze blows through the village, like a gentle blessing upon the two of them, and carries countless petals into the sky. Laddie's innocent cries echo through the village amidst the drifting flower petals.
Yeah.
And the ominous clouds that heralded the end give way to a bright blue sky.
This is why honesty is the answer, guys. Be honest. Because this isn't the end of the game. We still have quite a bit left. A limited space threatens their home. But unexpected aid leads to the two guardians to victory. After the Battle of Village's long-held secret is brought to light, the villagers' cruelty and coldness toward the girl, the father who looked upon his daughter with disdain. Everything he did was to protect the young maiden. It was a horrible lie woven out of their love for her. The girl sobs joyously in her father's arms, her echoing cries heralding a new beginning. The true tale of Omega Village. Yeah, but we're not done yet. We've still got one chapter left. I think we still have to fix the scar in our heart caused by these people's quote-unquote love. Petals dance in a cloudless sky. I find my voice in my love. Petals dance in a cloudless sky. I cannot read to save my life. I find my voice in my love my family kept concealed. And the love my family kept concealed. Having so much trouble reading today. Like, eight memories of family. Yeah, that's a horrible example. Don't do that. Don't do that. Check on Lack in the second floor of the Spirit's Fire. The story's not over yet. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Great's flip-side story. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Laddie's mother's flip-side story. let's... Nope, I wanted skills. We're actually gonna switch out this one for the healing team skill. Ooh, that would have been a good one too. Let's maybe do this. And then I actually want to switch this one and this one. Is it great? No, but it should be okay. This might be best to switch with this. Do that. Every time you think it's over.
You rush to the altar, worried about lack, only to find it lazing atop the altar and yawning. When the self-proclaimed spirit notices you, it immediately changes its tune. Oh, the pain, it groans. But it's too late.
Lack!
For the
Careful,
first
boys.
time ever, Laddie calls out Lack's name and hugs it tightly, rubbing her cheek against it. Lack's expression reads of surprise, pain, and happiness from within Laddie's arms. It appears all your allies are together once again. You decide that it's time to venture back to the heart's domain and put an end to that giant shadow. But you mustn't be hasty. Approach the altar only when you're ready.
Lack has joined your party. Once you're ready, head for the altar on the floor of the Spirit Spire. Well, I don't think I'm actually ready, but we're gonna save and say we're ready and just see what we're up against. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. Got it? Got it. Everybody's okay with that. Finale, Spirit Spire, second floor. Okay, here we go. Return to the heart's domain. Yep.
You turn to look at your allies and receive a stout nod from Laddie.
Serious spell.
Laddie waves her staff and chants, showing off an excellent imitation of the self-proclaimed spirit. But when she sees your slack-jawed stare, she fidgets. I wanted to try it once, she confesses. Lack, his sole chance to shine stolen, chants in a disheartened voice, and leads you all to the heart's domain.
I have, like, no
You
items.
find yourselves back in the land of Woe's throne room. Now, it's time to put an end to that shadow.
Unable to use Bellwether. Finish off the Black Shadow. There could be no consequences for my actions here.
It looks to be waiting for someone to sit upon it.
Make it throne.
So you've made your decision, the Queen says to Laddie in a defeated voice. I have, Laddie answers resolutely, having finally weathered the storms of her past. It seems the Queen no longer has reason to resist. You decide it's time to finish off the dying shadow beside her.
This isn't gonna be fun. Here we go! Wait, so I don't even get a choice in what I do? That just immediately changed all my stats and stuff. This is a really short chapter, or...
The shadow's true form is the unfulfilled desire in Laddie's heart.
I will fulfill this desire with my own words.
Her part to play now over, the Queen gazes upon Laddie with a serene expression. The relics in your and Laddie's hands radiate a dazzling light, and the final scar on Laddie's heart begins to heal. With the final scar healed, Laddie's heart's domain has returned to normal at long last.
Shall you and I go for a walk?
Go on, get, Lack exclaims enthusiastically, and the both of you head off.
Lack was removed from the party. Leave the land of woe.
Lack floats in the air, its mouth gently opening and closing. The Queen tells you of a secret path at the rear of the castle. She says you can use it to leave the land of woe.
Is the secret path to leave the land of woe? No.
You decide not to take the path, but return via the route you came.
I do want to see secrets, but... Let's go back through. There's still some stuff I missed. Birthday ring 2. Yep, into the middle of the land of woe.
I always get lost around here, one soldier gripes. We can't make it too easy to get to the Queen, now can we? The other reasons. It's so peaceful here, he says contentedly, then lets out a small yawn. You speak to him, but get no response. When you listen closely, you hear him snoring lightly.
Yep. to the surface.
I wonder if the queen is feeling better, he ponders with an uncertain look on his face. The old man offers you a plate to join the feast. He claims to feel best when his stomach is a little less than full.
Moderate eater. Hey, Mr. Fluff.
Hey there, the man greets with a refreshing smile. He claims to have found a new lease on life after taking up exercise. The woman smiles as she writes a letter to a pen pal. I don't need to be rich to be happy, she says.
Okay. Man who wants love.
The man is reading a self-improvement book. It appears he's realized that true change comes from within.
Also, let me see what I can buy. Yep. I'll be all. Yep, let's leave.
Where are we going next?
Before your eyes stretches a pure and peaceful domain. The leaves rustle in the breeze, and the waves gently ebb and flow, as if to show the peace that has come to Laddie's heart. Perched atop a nearby hill, Laddie beckons you over. Perhaps she wishes to give you a tour of her own heart.
Explore the world with Laddie. She is near Anxiety Town.
You can see white birds flying around the spire in the distance. Your eyes follow the birds until eventually landing upon Laddie's smile, and you reflect on your journey. The first time you came to this place, the entire world was cloaked in black, and Laddie couldn't utter a single word. You were drawn from your thoughts when you feel Laddie tug on your sleeve. She says that there's still much more to see.
Explore the world with Laddie. She is near Burdenberg.
Beautiful trees line the restored forest, and butterflies float about as you stroll through, admiring the greenery. A butterfly lands on Laddie's fingertip. As you watch her quietly rejoice, you think back on your travels. When you visited the nearby town, your feelings toward Laddie were already... While you're deep in thought, Laddie taps your shoulder. We should be getting back to Lack, she says with a smile. Wow, you've come a long way. Would you like to go back now?
Sure.
You hasten back to Lack's side in the land of woe.
I disappeared for like 5 years. What happened? Nothing. Nothing's happened yet, which is very concerning because I'm at the end of the game. This is the last chapter and nothing's happening. I'm concerned. It's never this easy. Something about a flip side story being unlocked. That's a nice thing. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Beneath the light of the stained glass window, you and Laddie stand at the spirit's side.
And you're still not done with the game? My gosh, so long. Very naturalistic writing. Nothing ever happens in the last part of your life unless you die early. Makes sense. The last chapter will be like that. But that's
Are you ready? Lack asks. And Laddie nods. In the throne room, where her desires once lurked in the shadows, Laddie bears her heart to you.
I love you. Well, that escalated quickly.
In a trembling whisper, Laddie makes a bold confession. It appears that over the course of your journey, she has developed feelings for you.
I mean, not sure when. We were too busy committing murder and mass genocide.
But having been born a sacrificial maiden, she suppressed those feelings, fearing they would only be a burden to you.
Guys, do we give the characters a happy ending or we go, no romance? I love you too. I'm sorry, but... What's the happy ending here, guys? I mean, I've only been working towards her death. Sappy romance. Who knows? Sappy romance mystery. Sappy romance mystery. Why are they making me decide? Shall we friend zone the girl? Come on, romance, fine.
Laddie stares down at the ground as she awaits your answer. And you decide to respond to her confession in equal earnest. She gazes up at you with wide eyes, as if disbelieving her own ears. You can see tears threatening to overflow in her eyes. A transparent light begins to overflow from Laddie's staff. It's as radiant as the glow from the Maiden's relics.
It's okay. It feels like one of those stories. And see, you got the better item. True. I mean, I guess I could put up with it for a better item.
According to Lack, now that her heart's domain has been restored, she can become a true maiden. With that, she can now save Omega Isle.
Which we've already saved. I don't see a point in this anymore.
Your journey's purpose fulfilled. You and Laddie look at each other with an ephemeral smile.
The world we made is full of light and my heart is full of love. Oh no. Finally the world is how I wished it. Now we gotta kill Lack! Woo! Spoken like a gold digger, spoken like a gold. You had to say that twice, did you? Oh.
There's something odd about Lack's voice. And not just that. Cotton begins to spill out from its insides as it takes the form of a human. Something's not right. When you attempt to speak to Lack, you are struck by a tremor large enough to shake the world itself. The palace begins to crumble, and Laddie is swallowed by the fissure that opens in the throne room.
Anyway, I hope you will find your rich man. Aw, me too, thank you.
Your fingers graze hers as you try to grab her, but Laddie is just beyond your reach, and she tumbles into the abyss.
So now what? The heart's domain is a realm cloaked in Belak. Can't be healthy. Its myriad of scars tell of the girl's woes. Anguish at being born a maiden unable to fulfill her duty. Saddened at being scorned by those she cared for most. At journey's end, hope bloomed with her in her scarred heart. The love that she had suppressed is realized at long last. The clouds part, giving way to a beautifully bright realm. Only for it to be plunged into darkness once more at the hands of a spirit they once called friend.
The furious, roiling seas have swallowed all but a small strip of land, the last vestige of a drowning heart, desperate for rescue. The heart's domain is but a shadow of its former self, devastated by the awesome power of the tsunami that nearly swallowed it whole. Lack's transformation, the quake that threw you to your knees. Laddie, as the earth swallowed her. You shake your head to free yourself from the harrowing visions. Laddie. You have to find Laddie.
So it's time to hallucinate some more.
The wind changes direction so abruptly, you can't help but feel it's telling you something. Urging you to the northwest.
Let's go southeast. Laddie was removed from the party. Venture northwest in search of Laddie. Or southeast away from Laddie. You have to build necessary requirements and unlock Lack's flipside story.
You stop before a gash in the earth, filled with rushing, muddied water. You see no way of crossing to the other side. In an instant, a bridge appears over the surging rapids. You catch sight of a figure on the opposite side of the chasm. Is this their handiwork?
Hi,
A
Mom.
lone woman approaches you as you alight from the bridge. She bears more than a passing resemblance to Laddie.
What will you say to her? Hey, Laddie's mothers, did you make that bridge? No time for small talk, just get straight to the point.
You mean to thank her, but she simply smiles in response.
Wow, already meeting the parents, apparently, I guess. I don't know. This feels more like exercising ghosts, honestly. And by that
At
means...
last, she speaks. Her voice is soft and calm.
And by that, I mean, like, running on treadmills and stuff. Some people will describe it that way.
She informs you that she is the former Maiden of Omega Isle, which makes her Laddie's mother. She studies you for a time. A sense of relief plays across her face as she whispers, "Yes, I can trust you with her." The woman begins walking, slowly enough that you believe she means for you to follow. Might she be leading you to Laddie?
Follow the road beyond the bridge in search of Laddie. Okay.
Tempting though it may be to wander, this isn't where you're headed, so you turn around.
I wasn't even trying to step on it. I just didn't realize that was there because I couldn't see it.
Laddie's mother speaks of her daughter as you walk down the road.
Watching over her all this time, huh?
Laddie has long felt isolated, she says, having succeeded her mother, only to be driven from the village.
Aw, that's sweet.
Traveling with you, however, taught her how to open up once more. You've saved my child, and I cannot thank you enough, she says with a warm smile.
Aww. Continue along the road in search of Laddie.
Laddie's mother stops and extends a finger northward. Laddie cries out for your help from the spire, she says gravely.
Don't worry, I'm great at wasting time.
You see a towering, crooked structure in the center of the heart's domain. You begin walking toward it, praying all the while that no harm has befallen Laddie.
Not very helpful, am I? You know, now that I think about it, let me just adjust my skills real quick, because I do not really have, any way of taking care of myself if, something goes wrong. I don't even have any health items, really. Just money. But that's all we really need in life, right? Oh, my goodness. No comments on the statues?
You see a very familiar face when you arrive at the spire gate. Oh, thank goodness you've made it, Greed says with no small amount of relief.
So, do you think Grease is based off Grease?
That relief, however, is short-lived, as you take notice of countless eyes peering at you from the shadows. Laddie's parents stand between you and the shadows, urging you to press on ahead while they buy you time. They square up to face the encroaching darkness. Shoulder to shoulder, they look like the many maidens and their attendants you've met along your journey. Chest tight with sorrow, you trust them to their task and fight your way into the spire. A twisted version of the Spirit Spire looms before you, emptied of the memories of your many visits.
Unable to use Bellwether. That makes sense. Keep searching for Laddie. Whispery words aren't my
You hear
favorite.
a wail of anguish as you push the heavy door open. Was that Laddie? Yes, it must have been.
Head towards the source of the crying.
It's all right, Laddie. I'm here, you say in a soft, soothing voice. Laddie's gaze meets yours. Her anguished, fearful expression gives way to relief. The two of you embrace, as if trying to forget the short yet all too long time you were forced to spend apart.
Been like, what? A couple hours, dude? Calm down.
Laddie's tears subside, and she regains her composure. You move to punish Lack for destroying the heart's domain, but Laddie takes firm hold of your sleeve. Even after all this, she seems to trust it, to believe there is more to its situation than meets the eye. Lack awaits atop the spire. Hoping to learn why it's doing this, the two of you journey upward.
Well, Laddie has joined your party, Laddie. He's to make a memorial statue from the Eternal Maiden's relic. Wait to the Spirit Spire to discover Lack's true intention. Well, I certainly don't think that the current state of the maidens and the sacrifices and stuff is the way things were originally supposed to go. Just because it's not. It feels forced. It doesn't quite make sense, you know? Oh, that's not great.
Fortune favors the bold.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get used to fighting differently.
And fight. Teamwork makes the dream work. Magnificent.
This is not gonna be easy. Okay.
Excellent.
That's not great. That's fine. Do some healing. Could use some healing.
Magnificent.
Healing. And there we go. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay.
Don't hold back.
Lovely. Needs healing next time. Yep, let's heal ourselves. That's fine. Will help.
Fortune
Always
favors the
good.
bold.
It is. That's unfortunate, though. It still leads in victory, though. Not a big fan of the whispers. That's fine. Yes. Nice that it doubled that. Good evening. Hello, Hajime Sensei. Good evening, good evening. Hello, how are you? It's been a while. Nice to see you. I'm actually being careful and managing my health for once, so it's very, you know, not natural for me to be doing this, so good. Been a while since I was in a while. Yes, I wasn't active on Twitch. You hear often? I would say I'm here pretty often. Usually 6 days a week. From I think I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so 1 here to about 3 usually. 3 to 4. Usually 3. 5 days a week, and then I start early on Saturdays. I'm usually here just an hour or 2 early. Extremely consistent unless she's on her deathbed, and then like a few days ago. Yes, I was definitely on a deathbed. Definitely not, you know, just feeling under the weather. Like a normal person sometimes does. I still have this. Yep.
The altar is surrounded by 4 stela, each bearing the color and likeness of their respective maiden. You reflect on the friends you've made over the course of your journey. If only they were there by your side now.
Well, several of
As
them
if
are
responding
dead.
to your quiet summons, light issues forth from the stela and the maiden's relics.
At least 3 of the 4 maidens I've encountered have ended up dead. Partially because of me in 2 cases. I mean...
Laddie's memories of them live on in the heart's domain. Perhaps they can aid you in your hour of need, after all.
Approach the stela and add the maiden to their attendant to your party. you just say hedge? That's disturbing. How do you know my name?
I would definitely touch those stela if I were you. You need all the...
Hope you can get right now. Okay. You always feel under the weather and you always stream, but you didn't stream last time, so you're basically at your deathbed. No. It's making me choose who I bring with me. Alien, hide. First persons I killed. Well, I only killed one of them. Sophia and Gladio. Tempting. Blanca and Krim. You. I fight reasonably well with all of them, so, you know, it doesn't really matter who.
The altar glows with a faint light. Touching it might just send you back to the real world.
To turn to Spirit's Fire in the real world? Nah. What could go wrong? I've got, like, no health items. Maybe I should have picked someone else. I might go switch up my party in just a minute, actually. Because I just realized something that's very convenient about the Azure Maiden and the Onyx Maiden is... they both give me extra gems. And honestly... I like having extra gems a lot.
Magnificent. Good work. Hold on. I might still do this. They're just found. Ring of Evasion 2. Yeah. Magnificent.
Dead. Throw lightning. you. Now I am gonna switch the peoples. Sure. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It might not seem like I know what I'm doing, but I do. I remember him being kind of weak. That's not great. Okay, like that. Hmm. This has gone badly. And yeah, of course. He'll attack her too. Oh, no, he can. Oh, wow. Fine. I guess it's because I last worked with the Onyx Maiden, but I think I might have to switch back to her. That's the way forward. Let's go back and make it the Onyx Maiden because... Oh my goodness, is everybody else dying? Okay. Okay, that's what I wanted. And then we take down those guys with Hurricane. Hurricanes are great. We love them here.
You did great.
Treasure discovered. That's actually what I wanted. Time I look at the back here, I see the incident waiting to happen. You know, so much metal. Anyways, grab. You know, I'm sure it'll be fine. Enter the third floor. I might be finishing up soon.
Don't hold back.
For today, I think I have one more day at this unless I'm really bad at this dungeon. Have you got off tomorrow's game yet? I'm going to ask again to annoy you. Secret. No, I'm not going to tell you to annoy you. Yeah. Why does she keep saying hedge?
And fight.
Leave me alone! You weirdo! Stop whispering my name in my ears! Hedge, it's fun to say. Oh, I can't blame you there.
Fortune favors the
It's
bold.
an amazing name. They're role-playing as me. That's kind of creepy, Lost, you know? Kind of disturbed if that's the case.
Fortune favors the bold.
What do you mean? I'm not paying attention how many times this guy says hedge. That's the case. Okay. Well. And also, in terms of the length of time of watching you, I probably said hedge more. Probably.
Fight him off.
That you probably did. That you probably did.
Magnificent.
Healing our friends, huh? Can't have that. Only 6. That's barely enough. Oh, wait, no, 6
Magnificent.
left. 8 is 24, so that was good. There we go. Everyone's back to full health. Everything's good. Open door. You know, I'm kind of suspicious of the open doors. I'm gonna be honest, that seems suspect. Just randomly open doors is rarely a good sign, you know?
Magnificent.
Okay, let's get through this battle. We strike him with the great and mighty light. Whee! Then we strike again. And then again. I don't know. One of them's dead now. Now, if one of them attacks, I hope it's that one. I hope if when he attacks one of us, I hope he does the life steal on me. Which, of course, he didn't. But, you know, that's what I wanted him to do. Not that he did it. Could have just found all the Omnisav. Two doors. It's recreating parts of our journey, starting with the end of the journey, which is the Onyx and Ivory Maidens. It's interesting that they didn't choose one system to pick the colors from. Language-wise. Because usually you'd pick one. Like, Azure and Crimson, maybe, I could see, but honestly... It's still pretty... Not a common combination, but you could see, I can see that one. Onyx and Ivory is a bit of an odd one. I would always think...
You approach a young girl with Laddie's face. I hope I'll be a great maiden, she prays softly and repeatedly.
Not a combination I've heard. And if it's Onyx, then you'd think Sapphire. So Azure kind of fits with Onyx, I guess. Because they're both gems. But then it'd be Ruby for the red.
And fight.
This is great. Well, maybe I should have taken him out first. There.
Fortune favors the bold.
A.
Magnificent.
Could be enough to take this one out. Okay. Half plus 10. Okay.
You approach a young girl with Laddie's face. Friends forever, Laddie squeals, clutching a stuffed animal tightly to her chest. The toy looks rather like a spirit.
Okay.
You approach a young girl with Laddie's face. As long as I can protect those I care about most, all will be well, she says, grinning from ear to ear.
Okay. What are we trying to learn here? I'll finish this floor and then I'm gonna leave it. I feel like I know what's coming on the next floor anyway. Interesting. Okay. And now we just have one undead left. Okay. That's a bit overkill. 21 damage is more than enough for 11. There's so many enemies now. Oh my goodness, they won't leave me alone. I'm kind of annoyed. I kill them and 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 they just
Fight 'em
don't
all.
die. Die and stay dead already.
Magnificent.
Don't worry, Hedge, if I die, I will stay dead. I think. I don't want you to die, Loft! Just frustrated because I keep getting attacked. Probably a treasure chest in here. Or it's the way down. Or up. You know? Up could be down, down could be up, you know? This seems like that kind of place. Don't worry, it's a common JRPG issue. Well, that's good. I love when my enemies don't stay dead. Despite my fervent wishes that they would. Love when things do that to me. We're switching. Who has the gemstone ring? It's Laddie, right? I don't know if it just increases. Yes, okay, that's a big difference.
You approach a young girl with Laddie's face. Lonely? How could I possibly be lonely? She says with a bashful look.
Okay. The one extra attack also does pretty good. This, that has been joked about for centuries. Not really, more like decades. Yep. I really am tempted to see what lies ahead, but at the same time, one little peeksy can't hurt. One little peeksy. Kinda messed this up. Oh well. Take a peek. You. And we take it down. Okay. I remember this game in color. Me too. I don't know why the spirit realm is, you know,
And fight.
so gray, but you know, they decided that was the best choice. Blame your developer people you love so much. Who is back in the 1954 when the first color TV was made? Now they're all destroyed. It was back.
Fortune favors the bold.
It was back in 19. Tragedy. Oh, someone ran for it. Texas. Speech to Texas making life harder because I'm whispering. Oh. Oh. Speech to Texas, guys. Speech to Texas. That's the problem. Yeah, speech to Texas is definitely your problem. Alpha Bravo Echo. That's
A large boulder, fallen from one cliff or another, lies before you.
I remember what you do with that.
You place your hands on the boulder and set your feet behind you. Laddie joins you, and the two of you push with all your might. The boulder drops into the water with a mighty splash, but it proves too small to alter the current.
I was getting that right. Yep.
And fight.
So I'm not sure what you could get wrong with Alpha, Bravo, Echo, you know? Brava? No, it's Bravo. Blech. I can't speak. Clearly, there's a lot you can get wrong there, but I meant spelling-wise. I'm not sure how wrong you can get that. Programmer, no.
The bridge is completely submerged. There's no way you can cross to the other side.
It is just based off of every area we've been so far. Okay. Cut you down, that might be useful. Could be possible. Come on. Large boulder, what will we do? Okay.
The boulder drops into the water with a mighty splash, altering the current.
Come on.
Fight him off.
My demons are getting scarier. Well, Laddie's demons, I guess. Not mine. The demons, I guess, maybe, is the best description. Maybe should have gone for those instead. Well, I don't know. I didn't, so... It worked. In the end, barely. Even without doubling, that's still quite a hefty reward. That's nice. Well, then a secret unlocked the Supercilious's enemy story. Supercilious's, huh? Nice name there. I'll take that. And I will switch out right now what I'm wearing. Unless it's better for Laddie. Might be worth it. Yep. I don't know, I'm just saying random things to see if it caught. This is an issue, you know, blah 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 blah. Got it. That makes sense. Okay.
Magnificent.
There we go. Seems a bit like overkill, but okay. Yeah, it definitely seems to be for the better from speed. There's so many enemies! This is my last fight, and then I'm gonna save and quit for today. I'm sick of being bombarded with attacks. Woof. I remember back when you said you were going to end the stream. It was back in 1801 and we came so far. If it was back in 1801, we'd both long be dead. Like... That's like... 200 years ago. This became so far edge. Not that I don't want the gold, that's all I'm picking. Oh well. Yeah, I get the idea of what's going on here. Thinking of saving and putting here for today. Yeah, save. In 200 years. Never beating the goal to obligations of the 200 years. See you tomorrow. It was lovely seeing you today, Lost. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Thank you everyone who stopped by. Have a